After you've spent the day or the night driving down the road, then comes the fun part of actually getting into your dock at the shipper or receiver and delivering. Of course, you have to wait until you can deliver to that receiver. Now, I got here early and got myself a spot where I could sit and wait for my delivery appointment time. That's not always possible because some places don't have enough space for you to sit and wait. Watch this driver expertly snake his way through a right, then a left to try to get through these trucks right here. That 53-foot trailer does not bend in the middle, which makes things a little bit difficult when you've got to snake through something. It also means something when he's getting ready to exit. This place has got a curb on both sides and poles to keep you from driving on their concrete or their grass because they don't want you on it. So this driver will have to back up and make a slight adjustment to make sure that he can get out without his trailer going across there. And that car is just going to have to wait. This driver's already out there. Look at the trucks already down there blocking the road and making it difficult. This is going to be a tough place to go through. He's going to thread the needle and go right between them and then go down to the bottom of the hill to turn around. All right, I'll be back in about a minute and a half as we watch other people back up. And in about a minute and a half, I'll do my back and we'll get to watch it in action. I got my call that my dock door was ready. They told me what dock I needed to go to, so I got out of the truck, took a walk, and scoped it out. And it's a good thing I did take a look because the dock that I've got to get into is pretty tight. It's okay. When we do a tight dock, we do just like Jack said. We slow down, pay attention to what we're doing, and don't worry about how many get out and looks we have. This is not the test. Now, most of the time when I do these drone overhead shots, I can't show myself backing up because I can't control the drone while I'm backing or driving the truck. In this particular instance, another drone enthusiast was there, and he handled the drone expertly, I might add, and was able to record me backing in, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Jorge. Now that I've scoped it out, I'm headed back to the truck. I'm going to have to take the truck out that same exit you just saw that truck go out, but now there's a bunch of other trucks there, and I'm going to have to go out and go to the left. So I kind of think in my head already which way I'm going to maneuver the truck to get out so I can go to the next driveway and get in there, do a circle, and back into the dock. Now, it's not like your Prius where you just press the start button, put it in gear, and drive away. I've got to punch in my code. I've got to start the truck. I've got to build up enough air pressure to be able to drive over there because you have to have air pressure to release your brakes and put your transmission in gear. I'm also going to need some trucks to be out of the way of the exit because I don't fit just out any exit. And I can't make that really sharp turn to get to that first one. I'm going to have to go out that end exit down there. Fortunately for me, that truck has just driven off, and now it's time to start moving towards the exit. 2 school buses, Got to keep an eye on everything going on around you. Because I'm going to be turning to the left, when I make the exit here, I need to be as far to the right as possible. If possible, I want my trailer lined up almost perfectly with that curb on the right side. That way I can make the left side and not have any danger of hitting the curb or the yellow pole there. Yellow paint does not look good on a burgundy truck. You drive slow, you watch your mirrors, and then you make your turn. Works perfectly. I had plenty of space on that left side, didn't even come close to it. Now that car is just going to have to wait because I was already committed and halfway out when he made his turn to decide to come that direction. Sorry, it happens. I know it really infuriates people when they're late to work, late to school, whatever they were late for. Now I'm going to be making the left turn, and I'm not getting in a hurry, even though I know I got a couple cars behind me. I've got to be careful because this truck does not forgive you if you make that corner too tight. You will hit something. Now I'm going to have to circle around, and I want to do a nice wide circle because I don't want to drag my tires across the asphalt. All right, this other driver is already disconnected from his trailer. He's uncoupled, and so he's going to drive away. Now I'm opening my doors while he gets his air pressure built up so he can drive away, but I'm going to go ahead and open up my trailer doors and get ready for the back end. I would not be able to back in as easily if that tractor was there. It would be very tight between that tractor and those 4 drop trailers up at the top. All right, he's taking his tractor and he's heading down to the bottom of the hill where he will wait until they call and tell him they've finished unloading his trailer. I'm going to have to circle my truck and back into that hole that's right next to him. And that hole is tight. It is barely wide enough for my trailer to get in there. On the one side, there's a curb, a yellow pole, and a fire sprinkler control of some sort. Makes it a little difficult. You're not going to be able to ride up on top of the curb. You've got to make this one very tight to get in there. And I don't want to get too close to that truck because I sure don't want to scratch this nice new trailer. So I'm going to back in nice and slow and easy, get the angle right. I'm not worried about how many pull-ups I need. I'm not worried about how many get-out and looks I need. On the driver's test, you're only allowed 2 pull-ups, and you're only allowed to get out of the truck twice. However, on the driver's test, you're allowed to run over a cone, you're allowed to cross over a line. Well, in real life, those lines are other vehicles, and you can't hit other vehicles. So you can't hit the cones and you can't go outside the lines, but you can get out of the truck as many times as you want, and you can pull up as many times as you want. And there's no shame in pull-ups, and there's no shame in get out and looks. This is not like Top Gun where you got to catch that 3rd wire on the first try or you're going to look like a fool. No, you do what you got to do to get it in there and don't bend anything. And I'll flat out tell you, there have been 2 times where I couldn't get it in the dock. I've had to actually just go in there and say, look, my truck is not going to fit. Or if it does fit, I don't have the experience to put it there. Wasn't ashamed in any way, and they figured out a different way to get me unloaded. If you look from overhead, you can see almost all the other doors each have an individual door. This particular one is a double door, which puts 2 trailers very close to each other. I don't know why they did it. Maybe they just had a reason that they needed to tighten them up at this particular area. So it made it a little tighter to get it in. You'll see at the very end, I had to kind of squeeze my fat butt to get into the area between the trailers to drop the landing gear so that I could get out from under the trailer. And don't waste to get out and look. If you're going to get out and look, go ahead and walk around that sucker. Make absolutely sure you've seen everything there is to see before you get back in the truck. You want to be sure that you didn't forget about something that might get your front corner, something that might get the back right. You know, you can see that left side. That right side, you can't see anything past that trailer. In a second, you'll see where Jorge turned it slightly and zoomed in. Not sure what he was trying to do there, but I'm glad he did because it really captured the space between the trailers, how close they are to each other. And no, I didn't scrape or touch in any way. I just managed to fit right down that little space. It sure does look tight as heck, doesn't it? And keep in mind, the doors are open back there. There's a curb on the right and a yellow pole back there and that trailer on the left. And you can't hit those doors together or you'll rip a door off. Those hinges are made to fail. Now, not all backing situations are like this. Most of the backing situations we do are beautiful, open docks, lots of space, sight side, no issues at all. Some of them, kind of hard. Imagine if I'd had to do that with that tractor there. I'm not sure I could have done it with that tractor there. I'm not sure I would have tried it with that tractor. I certainly don't want to have to pay for that guy's Peterbilt. And I don't like to slam into the dock. I like it to be nice and gentle. The end result? Truck is in the right door. I can detach from the trailer and go park somewhere and wait for them to call me. Make sure you're enjoying every day at work.